right, wonderful. You guys ready to start? All right, let me make sure. Okay, so thank you for being here. It's amazing that you guys found this few minutes to be here. I really appreciate you, and you should take a minute, appreciate yourself, because you could be in 100,000 other places, but you decided to come here and learn and add something to your life, health, particularly. Um, a little bit about pandemic. It's not secret that we had the pandemic and it's still ongoing. And before I move on and talk about this, or maybe I should just mention, okay, what I have to say about this is perfect time actually for you to get healthy, to have that bulletproof health, because we never know, another surge of COVID is coming. Not that it cleared up completely, but chances are numbers are going up because especially here the weather is changing. And what happened was we learned that, right, that there's not always medical treatment for everything. And actually what we're relying on is our health, our immunity. What happened was last time everybody was on lockdown and stress level was really high. There was a lot of uncertainty and people were eating and drinking alcohol and just gaining weight, right? So before I move on, tell me, what did you guys learn? What was your big takeaway from this pandemic? You can put it in chat.
Can we also speak, or you want us to?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I learned is that the life before COVID was not normal either. Like everybody says, I can't wait to go back to normal. But honestly, there were, especially life in LA, there was nothing normal about it. It was just chaotic, like calendars packed for months with events and events and events, with the kids' extracurricular activities during the weekdays and a million things going on during the weekends. It was just literally, I was burned out back then, honestly. This was a time to reset and just live a normal life, wake up at your normal waking up hours, do whatever you want to do during the weekend with your family and not having the pressure of attending this event and things like that. So
true.
Except with the tragedy that's going on with people losing their health and their lives, honestly, for my little 4-member family with my extended family around me, this has been a blessing. So I take it that way.
Good. Good. That's good attitude. Good attitude. Of course, yeah. Because we really needed that pause, like you said. We were running around, calendars were packed, and you never stop. You don't know. Next thing you know, the life has gone. You're maybe 10 years older, and you're still thinking about same goal, and nothing happened, nothing moved for you, right? Or you didn't really realize how fast your child grew up, or things like that. You missed like certain things in life that are more important than everything else that we're doing, except that important moments, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's really
for me,
good. What about you, Joseph?
For me, actually, the fact is, I'll start with saying it was a bless that for Corona pandemic thing and the stress all the way around. For me and my family, it was a bless. My son lived in London. My daughter lived quite a bit, couple hours away. So end up, we all 4 of us, we came home for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have that for a long time. I mean, the maximum they can spend with us is a week and leave. Now we spend like 2 months, and it was a bless to know my daughter more. She's 28 years old. I said, wow, I didn't know you, Monica. Now I know you, more, because we used to, I'm gonna turn the camera on. We used uh, hit with each other, like bam, It was a bless. And also, um, the business was good for me because my product is work for the hygiene and for hand washing. That's it's a good thing. Regarding to people die anyway. People die in accident. I mean, if you calculate the number of people dying in car accidents
Mhm.
next to the the, the corona, it's very close.
Yeah.
Very, very close number, and I think Tony Robbins said that too. Very close number, and well, it's life. People get tsunami, they get storm, people die.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the value of the friendship and people nearby and people you'll find out who's true. I found out who pick up the phone and call and say, hey, how are you doing? I don't see you for a long time. Before we go to church, go somewhere or meet people and everybody has this fake face. Hey, how are you doing? Now I find out like maybe I end up with two people, only two.
Mm.
We fly and we drive to see each other,
Yeah.
which is a bless. For me, it was good. For me, it was
Good.
good.
Good
Yeah.
attitude. I like that. I think because sort of both of you guys are from Tony Robbins fans, you've done some events, so your thinking is different, which is great. Absolutely. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe because you're Armenian, both of you.
That's correct. Maybe because we're Armenian. All of the semester.
But
All of the
Constantly on
semester.
survival mode. We're constantly on survival mode.
That's
exactly.
correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even today, right
Yeah.
now.
Like you
Yeah.
said, people are dying. Yes, people are dying. But we are here today actually to talk about how we're going to create this bulletproof health so we are not at risk. The people who are dying, those are people who have multiple chronic disease, have no immune system, correct? And those people, please unmute yourself. Okay, one of you was unmuted. I mean, mute yourself. Sorry. My mind is in all over the place. Okay, so people were dying because of their chronic condition, right? People who have diabetes, they were overweight, they have immunosuppressed. Those are the people who are high risk. The ones who are young and healthy, they're going through relatively easily. And that's the place you want to be. I mean, we can't control age, but aging, even that, aging doesn't mean you get really old and sick. You can prevent, you can still live healthy lifestyle. You just have to be on top of it. You have to have goals and you have to move forward it. It's totally completely possible, longevity possible. And just we know so much in nowadays. I feel like in many ways we are just so lucky to live in 21st century. There's so much research, there's so much that can be done to your advantage. We just have to change mindset instead of waiting to get sick right before, like before, and go to the doctor, be on medicine. You just have to work on preventing it. You have to prevent it, and there's many things possible. I think one of the research, since I'm talking about, I'm going to have to mention that I'm completely fascinated with when I found out you can actually change your gene expression with food and nutrition and your lifestyle. Meaning if a heart attack is in your family, or let's say even diabetes or whatever chronic disease that was considered not modifiable risk. There were risks that you could modify, let's say eating and things like that. But family history is not modifiable risk. But nowadays, the research shows that even that you can change the gene expression with food and nutrition and with lifestyle. How amazing is that? It's just food and nutrition. That's all you have to do. And as far as statistics, so there was a research in 2019 that showed that 5 out of 10 people reported that they were burned out. And we're going to talk a little more what burnout means and what signs and symptoms. And I happen to see also map globally. Basically, 50% of people the map showed, I didn't put it here, but the map showed each continent, and they were like about 49%, 51%. So roughly 50% of entire globe is burned out. So that's a huge number. It shows that how stressful life is and what kind of lifestyle we have. Just like you said, Paulette, it's not just you. It's not even in United States. Maybe in other countries or other states it's a little more easier, but still numbers are pretty close. So that's the kind of life we're living, running around, be exhausted. And of course, you deserve to be healthy. That's why here you're to create health. So we're going to talk more about that. All right. What does health mean to you? Maybe if you want to unmute and talk, or you can put it in chat box. What does health mean to you?
Well, to me, health is living as long as I'm going to live with no pain. That's it. So that I'm not a burden for my family when I'm supposed to take care of myself and I'm supposed to be healthy. So, yeah.
Yes, good.
And yeah, age in a good shape. That's all.
Good, very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Always be healthy, live long life, and not be a burden, of course, right? All right. What about you, Joseph?
What does health mean to you? That's the reason I turned to you and I said, "Hey, coach me to eat like a medicine. Have my food as a medicine." At this age, I'm 60 years old. I know I don't look like 60, but I'm 60.
You look very good for your age. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
What I drink here. Anyway, what I'm saying is now I'm taking Celexa, I'm taking thyroid, cholesterol. I'm taking ibuprofen 600 for my knees hurt. I think, wow, at this age, I'm doing all of that, and I get tired and exhausted very quick. This is the time, perfect time for me to really regenerate my energy and start fresh and eat right. And for example, what I eat today, I just get this nice shredded beef burrito in the morning, and I eat in the morning, eat afternoon, and eat before I leave. Same burrito, I don't finish it. It is good, it tastes good, but I don't think it's healthy. It has French fries inside. They have all kinds of things inside, meat, but I want to eat really correct. My digest to be very clean. Yeah, yeah.
Very good. Good goals. Good goals. Perfect. Yeah, like we said, everything is possible. There's no reason to sit and say, oh, I'm 60 or I'm 70. It doesn't matter. There's so many examples. There's so many ways that you can create a healthy life, and there's no reason to wait and basically see what life brings to you. You can create your life. And yeah, what health means is basically well-being, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual well-being. And I say that because I treat people as a whole. It's not just about physical health; it's also about emotional, mental, and spiritual health as well. And there's other areas as well, but that's what it is about. And what do you Joseph touched on a little bit. He wants to, okay, you guys I guess sort of mentioned, is there anything else like you would, what brought you here? What would you like to get out of this hour? What would you like, what kind of health would you like to create?
For me, Joseph, or
both of you?
Okay. Yeah. I'll continue what I was saying. And just right now I'm reading your presentation. Healthy living, that's what I want. Reduce overweight, that's my goal. I want to go down 25 pounds. Regular exercise, I do zero exercise. drink water. I drink water, but not much. I'm way behind, actually. Enough sleep. I sleep, but not consistent. I always wake up at night.
Mm,
Balanced diet. I'm not doing it. I'm just eating burrito, eating
sorry.
chicken, blah blah blah. Avoid the stress. Terrible, because I have a business. I own it. A
Mm,
business own me most of the time, and I am always after, oh, get this done, get this done, get this done. I don't have healthy life living actually at all. I don't take enough vacation. It's no good. I'm not happy about my way of doing it. I turn to you to be my coach in getting healthy
yeah.
and keep me holding me accountable. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for sharing. It's very typical of, I mean, all my other clients come to me for the same reason, because I'm going to show you later people, success stories from past, and you'll know. So you're not no different, but the good thing is that you decided and you came to me and you're ready to move on and create this healthy lifestyle. So that's a good thing. Let's focus on that. What about you, Paulette? Is there anything that you had in mind or you want to get out of this hour? What's your big health goal?
Well, just to double check if whatever I'm doing is the right thing that I'm doing. And if you have additional information based on your experiences, then whatever I can gain and learn more. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Good, good. Of course, always education, education, right? We
Hmm.
know also from Tony Robbins, he's so huge about personal growth, education, and repetition is mother of skill. You have to keep learning
Exactly.
and you have to keep moving. And one sort of a lifestyle, or maybe even I myself, I've changed so much throughout the years. I had to many times I had to reevaluate my eating, my lifestyle, in order to figure out what's going on. Things happened to me, even though when I was health coach, I was living the lifestyle. But so that happens to me too. And a little bit about me. As you know, my name is Sherry. I'm a holistic health coach. I am a functional practitioner, and I've been a nurse very, very long time. I'm not going to talk much about myself because I want to use this time to learn something, and I'm respectful of your time. But just gonna maybe quickly tell you what it means. Um, Integrative nutrition coach, which is the same thing being a holistic health coach. Meaning, like I said before, I treat the person as whole. We touch in all areas of life. I basically customize a program according to your goal. Whatever your goal is, I'll help you. I help you get there. I meet you where you are, and I push you, and I empower you, and give you all kinds of education information you need to get your goal. And functional practitioner means that excuse me, that we treat the root cause as opposed to covering the symptoms like conventional medicine. And as a nurse, I come from that side, which is why I decided to change my career and become a holistic health coach. Because at some point in my life, in my career, I saw that people are getting sicker and sicker, and I didn't think it was effective enough. So, but once I became a health coach, I was able to turn around my health several times myself, and I'm lucky enough to teach other people to do the same. So basically, that's what it is. That's about me. And now let's talk about decoding burnout. So yeah, today the huge thing, main thing, we're going to talk about three big secrets, three realistic steps that will help you end burnout and create lasting health, which is totally completely possible. And if you stay till end, guys, and I have a special gift for you. So let's brainstorm a little bit about positive stuff, positive things. What would life be like if you had an amazing energy? Meaning that burnout means you're exhausted. And again, we'll talk about that in a minute. But what would life be like if you had an amazing energy? What would it mean for you as a parent? What would it mean for you as a partner? And how will you show up in your business, in your profession? how much more income will you create from that kind of healthy place, much more energetic. And what will you achieve that you've been putting off for a long time? You can take a few minutes, think about it, or if you're ready to share, unmute yourself.
You
Well,
want to answer all of this?
Okay, go ahead, Joseph.
No, I was asking, we have to answer one by one or answer the last question only?
All of them, whatever you like, all of them. Just think about, you can think about for a moment, what would life be like if you were in that place? Like you said, you want it to be totally, completely healthy. You want food to be your food as medicine. And what would life be like when you're there?
No, go ahead, Paulette.
So as always, Tony mentions in his seminars also, who from scale of 0 to 10, what's your energy? And then he always says, okay, if you're a 5, generally, like there are days that you're a 10 and there are days that you're a 1, but generally, what's your level of energy? And then if you're a 5, who wants to do business with a 5? Who wants to be the partner of a person who has a level 5 energy? What type of a parent you're gonna be if you're a 5? So that just that raises so much awareness that seriously we need to be at least a 9 or a 10 so that we can be a pleasant person for our people who are around us, not only for ourselves, but just to be pleasant for others versus nagging constantly and sharing our pain and our sorrow and all the problems. And lately, that's what I was noticing in myself, especially before UPW, that all my conversations with my friends, it's about my problems and constantly venting. And that's one thing I decided to put a stop. That venting has no absolute use. It doesn't do anything. Momentarily, you feel good, but technically, it doesn't do anything, and you're just spreading negativity. So that one sentence from UPW I learned was just to be in peak state no matter what. And that's what I've been trying to do, just to be in the peak state no matter what, literally no matter what.
Good. Yeah, true. Yeah.
For me, a lack of energy make me impatient and make me like quick anger, quick, like, can you hold, please? Yes.
I'm sorry, Joseph. Okay, I guess Joseph had to go, or we lost him. I'm not sure. All right. So yeah, Paulette, like you said, like how does it make you feel that you show up for your friend or in your business as a 5, right? When in reality we have one life to live, and you can be.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Okay. Sure. No. Okay. Go ahead.
I apologize, Sharon. Because I'm still in my office and sometimes they come to me and say, "Urgent, we need to ask you a question." I apologize for that. Okay, we'll talk about that later on. I'll try to get out of this micromanaging thing. Yeah, when I have no energy, I go home kind of, depressed. No patient to nobody, not even to my puppy. Just I don't. Nobody touch me. Leave me alone. I'm just no energy. I have deep stress. I don't have that even. Yeah, I need the energy to just talk to people, at least at my work. And I relate also what you're saying, Paulette, that, yeah, I whining a lot. It's like, la, 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 that's what's happening. See what just happened here, what's happened there, blah. And I regret after that, right? I need to get to this energy that nothing affects me. Whatever happened is part of the day, part of the business, part of life. Back to the energy, I don't have it. I don't have energy.
Right. Yeah, one thing is true about negativity. Maybe venting works for a little bit and like minimal if you do it minimal, but if you're constantly talking about, so basically that's like that's what's going on in your life. You're constantly thinking negatively. That's why you're talking about negative things that, or like that keeps running in your head like all the time. And basically you have to be able to switch and think about being more positive, think about other things, or be in a peak state like Paulette said, and enjoy the life. Yeah, be 10 all the time and be in peak state. How about that? Right? That's a better way to live. Being that we have one life to live, and all the things you can create, and being in peak state, right? As opposed to not being in peak state, being depressed, being emotional, being moody, which is all comes from being stressed out and being burnout. And we're gonna get there in a minute. And what is burnout? Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about burnout. So burnout is basically being exhausted all the time. So let me tell you a little bit how it works. So um, fight or flight state, basically it kicks in. It's a normal response when you are excited, overly excited about something, right? Your heart rate goes up. There is adrenaline rush going in your blood. Your respiration is fast, and basically that's a normal response. Or something really scary that's going to happen. Let's say you're going to get accident. You want your body to react that way. That's a normal response. But if you're constantly in that state, you're constantly chronically stressed out, meaning there's so many stressors in life. You're working, or the children, or the family, or the maybe neighbor, the friends' problems, and everything else. You're constantly in that stress. That's all can get very dangerous. So it's also called FLC syndrome. It's kind of funny, which means feeling like crap. It's nothing official, but I learned to one of the doctors, his functional medicine doctor, Dr. Mark Hyman, and he has it written in his book, and that made so much sense, because when I was thinking back after I heard, he actually, every single one of my clients actually complained about the same thing. Every single client said that, I feel like crap. So, okay, I don't know. Okay, so that's what it means. So what are the symptoms? You're constantly exhausted. You have a brain fog. You're gaining weight. And as far as anatomy and physiology, because of the constant stress, your adrenals, which are located above your kidney, that actually produce cortisol, which is the stress hormone in response to stress. That basically gets tired, and you're developing something called adrenal fatigue. It's not a medical diagnosis, but functional medicine doctors use it. And we know what this is about. This is basically what it is. Otherwise, you have to, in order to be diagnosed, according to medical doctors, medical diagnosis, you have to be really like chronically weak. It's basically in conventional medicine, some things when they diagnose, it's already in very late stage. It's too late that you or just become chronic patient, and you're going to be on medicine for a long time. And it takes long time. It will take much longer to heal than just turning back when you feel exhausted. Let's say you're in adrenal fatigue. Other symptoms are digestive problems, unstable mood. We talked about it, right? If you are constantly exhausted, you have unstable mood. Sleep problems. My clients tell me all the time, sleep problems. And I'm going to share one of my recent clients, actually. She was supposed to be here. If she can make it, actually, she can tell her story herself, but I don't see her so far. Sleeping problems, unhappy at work or at home. And what are some habits that goes with that? What people do is drink coffee after coffee to stay awake, because they're exhausted all the time. They're drinking Pepsi and cola that because they think that's a good, reasonable source of energy. But in reality, it's really not. It's just a little bit of sugar that gives you a little burst of energy, and it burns down and burns quickly, what happens is then you feel lightheaded, the sugar rush, more irritable and hangry, right? Because you didn't put any nutrition in your body. You're still tired and you are irritable again. And skipping meals because people are busy, the way they live their lifestyle, snacking on sweets and salty foods, craving for sweets and salty foods, those are symptoms as well. No real exercise in place, or exercising but not effective, right? Does any of this resonate with you guys?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Well, they do with me 2 years ago, but right now I have a pretty good control of most of them, except
Okay.
for the sugar. But I don't eat it, but I crave it. I mean, we've talked, but I
Yeah.
don't eat it. But
Excellent. I'm jealous. That's good for me.
All right. Very good. Anyone else? I'm not sure if anyone else is on the call right now. All right. Let's talk about 3 big reasons. And three big reasons or excuses or secrets I hear from my clients that people think healthy lifestyle does not work for me. And they have many names for it. They'll say, oh, healthy food does not taste good. Or in a way, I understand, because there is so much confusing information out there that people think it's just going to be another fat diet and they're going to fail again, and they're going to fall back and live the same unhealthy lifestyle again. So that comes a lot from media as well. So it's not just someone else's um, fault, but it's also lack of education, or it's just something that holds people back, right? Healthy lifestyle will not work for me. It's not possible, right? Can any of you say that happened to you guys, or that's the case for you?
Healthy lifestyle is something I like and I want to. I don't go heavy in food, but I just get used to certain schedule every day. Wake up early morning, come to work 10 hours, 11 hours, go home, have a dinner, and sleep.
Mm.
Every time I think about, oh, let's go exercise, go take the dog for a walk, or I'm tired, I'm going to bed every day, every day.
Right, right. It's hard to change the habits on your
Yeah,
own, right? Because, like you said, most of us wake up, do the same thing, grab the same cup of coffee, the same
yeah,
road, same thing all over again. Like, and there was, and it was me also back when I wanted to be vegetarian a long time ago, before I started this health coaching journey, right? And I never really found the time. I didn't know what am I going to do? How am I going to replace my protein? I was eating turkey sandwich or whatever that I was eating. I thought that was healthy at that time. What am I going to replace with? How am I going to be vegetarian? So I could never find the time until I became health coach. Then I had this huge community supporting me, and I was learning all these things, and having all these health coaches support at the time that I was in a group, and that's when I was able to do. But it was years, right? It took me years to do that, and I was lucky that it happened to me that way. But okay, so Rob is one of my good clients. He came to me. He was about 230 pounds, and he was feeling lethargic, and he was feeling bloated. He had poor energy, and he also was very concerned about his children's life. And he knew he comes from Italian family, and as you guys probably familiar, Italians like a lot of pasta, everything involved a lot of carbohydrates and cheese and things like that, right? And they're very cultural. They keep their culture. There's a lot of Italians where I am, so I know actually they keep their culture. They're not very Americanized. They don't live their life completely as Americans. from my experience, knowing all the Italians or my clients. So yeah, Rob was concerned about his children, but he's also a very, very busy guy. He's investor, and he travels, but he was, at that point he was done. He wanted to change. So after he started actually right before Thanksgiving, and I encouraged him, and there was a little bit of hesitancy, whether because holidays are coming, but I encouraged him to start because of why. I'll tell you why. Because that's something also you want to learn, you want to know. So next time holidays are coming around, it's not always about cookie and sugar and all the fun food, but you have to, that you can actually have a healthy holiday as well. Like, how are you going to act? What kind of habits are you going to have? You need to have in place to go through next time this happens. So long story short, I encouraged him, and he started right before Thanksgiving, and like within a month he already dropped like 10 pounds. But after 4 months, when actually he finished his program, end of March, beginning of April, when the pandemic started. But he dropped so much weight. He weighed 211 pounds. He felt so much better. He wasn't feeling lethargic. His energy was great. And he started cooking with his children. And they were telling Daddy, let's cook, let's bake. And they were so involved doing things together. And what else? Everything he did was he traveled throughout the whole time. There were holidays the whole time to deal with: Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year, and everything else you can think of. And when the pandemic came, he was feeling so much healthy and energetic. He didn't have any problem. He wasn't one of those people who was uncertain. He was scared. He was very confident. So I was really happy to see that he was one of the people that in the beginning of March, when everything started, and he was feeling good about his health. So it's not matter of time, it's matter of desire, and starting it and getting it done, and having support as well. So if any, and all this started with the phone call. What happens is we get on a phone call, we get clear about the goals, and I customize a blueprint for next step for a promising future. So if you guys, any of you are interested, should have a link here, and I will drop a link here, and then you guys can make an appointment. All right. Next thing is I don't have time. Okay. It's and I believe you, and it's not easy, and life is not just like all of you talk about, right? How busy, there's so many things involved. Our calendars are packed, and life goes by. Next thing you know, it's already too late, maybe. So it's all about small steps and being committed and getting it done. And I'm going to share another client story here. Let me see. Okay. Another client is Paula, and Paula was supposed to be on here as well, but she's not. I guess she didn't make it. She came to me complaining of joint pain. She weight gain. She had poor energy. She's already diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and she was giving herself shots of these immunosuppressants, but that was the only way to control her pains, because I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, rheumatoid arthritis can be very, very painful in joints, and it was already pretty advanced stage. And her doctor already decided to put her on antidepressant, but very shortly, within a month or so, as soon as we changed her diet, her mood went up. She lost 9 pounds. This was, I think, about within a month. She lost 9 pounds. Her joint pains, most importantly, it was just much, much less. And she was eating much better. Her lifestyle, she was eating fast food all the time. She was drinking, like for fun, binging on wine and things like that. So she started eating healthy. Her energy was much better, and she was feeling much better. And most importantly, she was able to reduce her medicine. So that's huge, right? If somebody's on medicine, and especially that kind of medicine, I'm not going to go into too much, but if you're an immunosuppressant, what happens? It helps with one thing, but it suppresses your immunity, especially in nowadays. Who wants to have low immunity when COVID is around, right? That's one of the most important things you want to have. You want to have really good immune system. And again, we started, Paula, we got her, it all started because we got on a call and I was so happy, so much achieved. Actually, Paula ended up stopping in the middle of a program because her mom got very, very sick. And she had to actually commit her time to take care of her mom. Sadly, her mom passed a couple months ago, and she's about to jump back in a program again. I'm happy finally that she's getting back. She never completed, but she had all these amazing results right away. Okay. Another thing is you have to believe in yourself or feeling stuck, right? Just like Joseph mentioned earlier. You wake up in the morning, you live the same lifestyle and every day and every minute of the day. And that's, I guess, form of feeling stuck, or maybe not. Joseph, would you say you feel stuck? Is that something you're thinking for a long time? Yeah.
Yeah, and I even cannot take vacation enough or leave work. I'm so attached to my product, my factory. I'm just so attached to it, and I worry about everything go wrong. But yeah, it's almost I got to break that, of course. But yeah, get stuck. That's correct.
Yeah, exactly. I myself been there a while ago, but that was not about actually. It was about more about my business, but the reason I was feeling stuck, I'm going to share this quickly, because I was really badly burned out. So what I had to do, I had to just work less and have more manageable load so I could heal myself. So what I did was my business at the time was in a beginning stage. I had to put my business on hold. At the time, I was just working in a hospital in the ER. I'm still active there, but I was full-time then. And then I had to be consistent, and then I had to evaluate my diet again, and I had to be consistent on my regular exercise and yoga, and eating, cleaned up my diet again, because I found out I was allergic to gluten, sensitive actually to gluten. So it took me a good year actually to get my health back, to my energy back. So which is why I'm so passionate about this, because I felt it on my own. Once you get there, it's not fun. It's not easy. You may be out of work for months if you're, you never want to be in that place. So when I was actually ready to go back to my business, then I kind of sort of felt stuck there, because I had to make small steps again to go back into my business. And that actually I ended up going to UPW and did the fire walk. that's when I had my breakthrough, and then I started working on my business then. And I'm happy where I am after multiple coaches and so much work. Now I'm able to be back in my business and help so many people as well. All right, let's see. And we talked about Paula. And as far as believing in yourself, no matter what you guys want to do, it starts in your mindset. It starts in your mind. Unless you believe in yourself, you're not going to be able. You can have 10 coaches. You can have all the instructions and support you want. But if your mind, like we talked about, the negativity, the mind chatter, if your mind is constantly going to tell you your failure, you can do it, you're going to be overweight again, you're going to be eating fast food again, don't do this, and these things are real, right? It happened. So you're not going to be back in the same place. You have to be able to, not that you have to be able, there's a way to be actually to be more positive and to create this new mindset and more healthy mindset and believe in yourself to get your goals done. So everything starts with mind. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, of
totally.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Lucy is one of my newest clients, and I couldn't help it. I had to share her story, and she wanted to be here, but I'm not sure where she is. And so Lucy came to me recently, actually, and again we jumped on a call with her, and she's a pharmacist. And I get a lot of medical people, physician assistants, nurse practitioners. I guess because I'm a nurse, I attract to those kind of people as well. But she's a pharmacist, very lovely lady. And when she came to me, she was telling me that she several times she felt like she was gonna pass out. So that's a kind of huge issue, right? She felt like she was going to pass out. But her main issue is she couldn't sleep. Her son, she has a little boy. Her son couldn't fall asleep as well. The son was having a problem as well. And but in the meantime, she wanted to lose weight because she gained weight over years after having a child. And she was having also digestive problems, a lot of digestive problems, heartburn and things like that. Uh, so she just started a month ago. After maybe 2 sessions, and she comes to me, she says, I sleep better. My son is sleeping better. I don't feel like passing out anymore. It just makes me so happy that what I do is just so easy. I find it so easy because I've been doing so many years, and I had so many clients and success stories. It just makes me happy that I can help people to get into this place. Just imagine if you, I mean, how scary is that if you feel like you're going to pass out? So what happens was we figured it out. She shared with me, and we both figured it out. And because of my nursing background as well, her blood sugar was dropping because she wasn't eating. She wasn't eating any good nutrition. Her sugar was dropping, and she felt like she was passing out. So after a couple of small steps, and she does not feel passing out anymore. I had her session maybe 3 days ago, and I just kept taking notes of what she says, all the changes. Her digestion is better, her sleep is better, her blood sugar is better. She's not craving anymore. She's much happier. Her mood is better. And we haven't even started her main weight loss program. She wants to, I sort of start them small steps, and then we go into weight loss program. And she actually starting the weight loss detoxing this Sunday. But she feels like she lost weight. Her clothes are fitting better. Her skin is better. And she said, I feel like my face looks better, meaning weight-wise. So it's just amazing. But, what you can achieve if you put your mind, if you set your mind and you take action. Right, do you agree with me? It's all about taking action.
Yes, totally. I agree.
Yeah. And yeah, actually, what I forgot to mention, when Lucy came to me, actually, she thought she can do it on her own. That was one of her objections. She could do on her own. And I knew that I was going to be able to help her a lot, because if she was able to do this, she would have done this long time ago. And it's not that easy. Even though you're a pharmacist, like I mentioned, I work with a lot of nurse practitioners and physician assistants. We are not necessarily educated about nutrition and things like that. If you want to treat your whatever existing condition holistically, you want to take care of your eating, lifestyle, nutrition, that's not something you're going to be doing your own or else you're joking with yourself or just wasting time. And how much more you're going to waste time? Life is going by. So I highly encourage you to look for support, look for help, and get your whatever health goal you have, get it done now, and think about your immune system and your health. And
Yeah, that's the reason I have an appointment tomorrow, right?
Yes,
1 o'clock.
yes, yes, yes.
We're gonna go for it.
You
I
guys
mean,
are good. Yeah,
yeah.
Paulette and I, we already spoke, and yeah, we have a call tomorrow with you, and yeah, and the major things that you can change, it's always about, it's not always, it's a lot about eating whole foods. I know Paulette a little bit shared with me, she already has some things in place, she eats better, but eating whole foods, you will not imagine what a difference it makes as opposed to processed foods. And why we're avoiding processed food so much, and because first of all, you walk into the store, your supermarket, what is it like? It's all boxes and boxes and cans and boxes, right? With pretty colors, with very promising headlines, free of this, free of that. But in reality, there's not much nutrition. It's mostly chemicals. So you don't want to put chemicals. Your body does not need chemical. Your body needs nutrition. And it's not going to go far just eating that way, which is why people don't have energy, so many digestive problems. I see so many people coming to the hospital with digestive problems because of the way we eat. And it makes your body more acidic, eating all these processed foods all the time. And when I say processed food, it's not necessarily the canned foods or bad chips. There's a lot. We all eat probably some sort of, even bread. If you're eating bread and look at the ingredients, back in old days, I remember in Armenia, uh, how they make bread is just flour, salt, and water. Here, when you look at the ingredients, just when you go to a store, just grab a bread and you'll see the list of ingredients. I don't know what goes in there, but none of that is good for your body, obviously, right? So that could be one
Yeah.
more. There's so many kind of processed food, and you have to be so much organized to be able to avoid it. So it's huge. Yes, Joseph, did you want to share anything?
Mortadella. Can I eat mortadella?
Mortadella, what is it?
Mortadella is Armenian.
Oh, really?
Mortadella. No, you don't know? It's like ham, but it's pork.
Ham?
It's like processed meat.
Processed meat, mortadella.
Oh, you guys probably have it in California. I don't know. Is that a brand?
No, it's a type of processed meat.
Huh?
But yeah, it's very popular in Egypt, Armenian community.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe we say something else.
Like yershik.
Oh, yershik? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's what it is. No,
Yeah.
interesting. I never heard that. That's also processed. That's also highly processed. Yeah, that was my problem. Like I said, before I became vegetarian, I was eating turkey sandwich, which I thought it was good, healthy thing to do back then, and with whole wheat bread. That was my healthy lunch, right? And but at that time, I had an acid issue. I was on Nexium, which is an anti-acid, and many people are on Nexium, and nowadays, and all sort of or anti-acid medicine. So once I stopped all the processed foods when I was in my health coaching training, I started cooking like all days, just cooking whole foods, and eliminated basically, because I was vegetarian, I didn't need any meat, and started eating like vegetarian kind of protein. So all that disappeared. Just that. All needed is just my body needed nutrition, and because of all the chemicals in those cold cuts, I guess. My acid issue disappeared then, which was amazing. I didn't like taking medication at all, not one bit, even though I'm a nurse. I didn't like taking medication. Lucy, again, she's a pharmacist. She doesn't want to take any medication, she mentioned. And she was also able to, actually, she told me last time, also, I forgot, she already cut her blood pressure medicine in half. She's taking half. Her blood pressure is better because she's sleeping better, she's eating better, and her mood is better. So it's highly possible, we're going to work on that, she can completely stop medicines. That's possible too. How amazing is that? Just by eating, to achieve so much. I think it's just fascinating. I don't know if I have anything else. My last words would be value your health. Of course, if you guys thinking about time and money, think about when actually you're not going to get there. You too, because you're taking action towards your goals. But when you're really sick, what's going to happen? You're going to be out of work. You're not going to be able to make any money at all. So you better have taken care of, and health is our wealth. That's the only thing. That's where you start. Unless you're healthy. I did the same thing. Like I said, I had to put my business on hold. It's not like I said, okay, let me. And everything I tell you, I live the lifestyle. I'm not just educating you, teaching you this. I live the lifestyle. I'm not exactly, and I went through many of those things, so I know exactly what I'm talking. Not just a book, not just a science, but I experienced it myself. Okay, and any questions?
No, for me, I already made my decision, and we'll talk tomorrow about the next step. Because I'm not happy with where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get better. I have to do something about it to change it.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Yeah, you have to. There's no reason to leave feeling that way, tired all the time. And like you said, you already made your decision, and you don't want to be in that place. You want a better life. You want to have a long life. Any other questions?
No specific questions for me either, Sherry. Thank you very much. Great presentation. Awesome job.
Absolutely. What was your biggest takeaway? What was valuable today?
Go ahead.
Just take action. Just again, as Tony says, just whatever you tell your brain tells you, just do it. There's no negotiation with whatever your brain is telling you to do. When it's time to do it, just do it. There's no, okay, later, tomorrow, next week. As of Monday, I'll start the diet, or as of Monday, I'll start going for an exercise. There's no negotiation. Just take action.
Yeah.
That was my take.
Yep. Nothing happens unless you take action, right? And plus,
correct.
I like how Tony says, not just take action, take massive action.
Massive
action happen, right? Take massive action.
Right.
All righty, great. What about you, Joseph? What was valuable for you?
Well, actually, it's everything you said. That's something I feel inside me, but I keep saying, I'm busy. Just okay, you're eating good. Take this, take that, blah blah blah. All is, perfect approach, perfect reality I live. It's a wake-up call. Wake-up call that my thought is perfect. My thought is good, but I'm not taking any action. I know I'm lacking of what, and you summarize what I'm lacking of right now. I need to do something about it and take massive action.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy about where I am today. I'm not happy at all.
You're not happy?
I'm not happy with my where I am today about my health. I need to take action to change that.
Yes, absolutely. Of course. No, absolutely. I agree with you. You have to change it, and there's no reason to live a life unhappy, right? Because there's so much available. There's so much you can create, and also you have to know how to read the signs. When universe sends you signs and gives you opportunities, you have to take the opportunities, and we can always say no to it.
And have the professional do the job. I learned that in my business life that I have a lawyer, I pay him. I have any professional, I pay them, because I'm not in this field now, and everything has a price. If I hire the right people, do the right thing for me and keep my life easy, I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna eat diet, I'm gonna eat salad and potato and boiled egg and ham and that. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm gonna go up to what I know.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Good, very good. It was so nice having you guys. You know, you were really good
Thank you.
participants. You were engaging, and I hope you got what you wanted. I hope you can take action and you learned whole a lot, not just one thing, but a whole a lot. But yeah, so I'm gonna send you my book. I don't think I sent you, Paulette. So both of you, you're getting my ebook, which is just really good. I put here 7 realistic steps, I call it, but you saw that image before. It was just so true. It's all about, you have to have all these things in place, like about your stress, how to control your stress level. Anyway, those are a couple of steps I put together, like what it's like to have health through realistic steps. So I'll be sending it both of you.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Thank you.
And do you mind if we share the book, or you don't want us to share it? Because I invited a couple of my friends today. They couldn't join it, but
No, absolutely. Share.
yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
if you can send me, or they can send me email, I can also send them recording. I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Perfect.
but feel free. Yeah. Anytime.
Okay.
You can share.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, both of you,
Perfect.
joining from all the way
Thank
to
you.
California.
Thank you. Say bye.
All right. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.